There goes an up express train, making its way from Union Station up to Pearson Airport. And hello there. It is a very cold Monday, November 20th. The time is 1:49 p.m. and the temperature right now is around 1 degree Celsius. As my touchscreen glove fails to flip the camera back around, there we go. I'm here at Bathurst Street, and a look again towards Union Station and the City Place neighborhood. And just off in that direction is Fort York. And this is the coldest it's been in quite a while. It was actually -3 when I left the apartment this morning. But for this one, I'll be walking north up Bathurst Street from here at Front all the way up to Bathurst Station at Bathurst and Bloor. And there is Stacked Market across the street. I was actually just at a cafe there. And embarrassingly, I forget the name. I think it was called Milky's Cloud. I just came to the area to make this video and wanted to warm up over a coffee before I recorded it. I also stupidly came without gloves, so I picked these up at a dollar store. So this is north up the east side of Bathurst Street. And I think this walk should be a little over 3 kilometers or so. As I get reacclimated to the freezing cold. Well, I guess freezing isn't quite the word since it's above 0, but close enough. And there's what else but a Dollarama moving into that spot. So this is Niagara Street here. And Bathurst Street starts to the south of here at Queens Quay, and just south of that is the Island Airport. And it goes north for quite a ways up through York Region, where it becomes York Regional Road 38. That is to the north of the city. Well north of the city, actually. And this is the western end of downtown. And I can already tell you these gloves I'm wearing are not adequate. But at least I had the common sense to buy them. There's a new condo development going up. I think Bathurst ends actually just north of the town of Bradford. And I looked on Google Maps and it kind of ends in a loop. And this would be Wellington Street. There you can see the new Wellington Bikeway. And Bathurst is an interesting mix of commercial and residential. It doesn't really seem to have a cohesive feel to it. as I get north of College, it'll be mostly residential. There's a teppanyaki grill. And this is King Street coming up, and this will be the home of a future Ontario Line station. And there is Toronto's oldest bar, the Wheat Chief, which opened back in 1849. And fortunately, that block has been spared from redevelopment. But on the right used to be an excellent bar called the Banknote. That was expropriated to make way for the subway station. As was the building here. That used to house a popular night spot. There's what's left of the Banknote. They have another location over on the east end of downtown. But it's not quite the same. It's in a much newer building. I've always thought that name was kind of funny, Black Toe. Selling Hokas. I didn't see any Ultras in there. It's the brand that I wear. And there is St. Mary's Roman Catholic Church. Maverick Beer Shop. So the street itself was named after Henry Bathurst, the 3rd Earl of Bathurst, who organized the migration from the British Isles to Canada after the War of 1812. Couldn't really tell you anything else about him. There's Factory Theatre. Actually, the video I posted this morning features me walking along this next block here. So I apologize for the overlap. That was a walk along Adelaide. Actually, that was the video I posted yesterday morning. That was a walk along Adelaide and Richmond. There's a look to the east over towards the financial district. The Factory Theatre here on the right. The building itself dates back to 1869. It's known for producing or featuring mostly Canadian productions. So written and produced plays in our own backyard. There goes a 511 Bathurst streetcar. And that streetcar will go south down to Lakeshore, and then we'll head over to Exhibition Place. And it terminates to the north at Bathurst Station. And we have made it to Richmond. I got to get used to trying to walk without my arms swinging against my coat to minimize the noise. So all these things I forgot about recording when it's freezing cold out. It's been so long since I've had to do this. A little bit of a pigeon party going on. But this is Queen Street coming up.
I can't see the scores now at the bottom of the screen. I can't see the scores of other teams, but like whatever on the bottom.
There's a CB2. Kind of a low cost, or lower cost Crate and Barrel. I don't think it's low cost anything. There's a look along Queen Street. So the neighborhood to the right is Alexandra Park. There's some interesting architecture on that building. And a 501 Queen streetcar replacement bus just chilling here. There's a streetcar turnaround loop on the right. This is a really interesting building. You can see things are turning more residential in nature. You have to wonder how long those homes will be like that there before they meet the wrecking ball. I also wonder who goes to that convenience store and buys Bitcoin or Dogecoin. It's really kind of an interesting hodgepodge of different buildings. And I'm coming upon Alexandra Park on the right. Well, the park itself, the whole area is the neighborhood. Hopefully those people are keeping warm. It's sad that anyone has to be outside. Especially in our freezing cold winters. As a northbound Bathurst streetcar makes its way past us. And pretty soon on the right, there'll be a couple of ice skating surfaces. One inside that hockey rink, and another right here. There's the Chinatown Buddhist temple. It's not something you see a whole lot of in the city. I walked by another Buddhist temple on my Niagara Street walk.
That really sketchy.
That I did a week ago. The Scanning Court Community Center. And we are getting almost to be at Dundas Street. I think that's the closest drive-through to downtown Toronto. It's literally across the street. And that'll lead you through Chinatown if you go in that direction on Dundas. And just on the right is Toronto Western Hospital. Interesting artwork on that van. Now the neighborhood on the right is Kensington Market. On the left is a complex that used to house a business called Cromer Radio. And that made way for that commercial building there, which features a Winners and a grocery store. And several food outlets. It looks like there's a dentist there as well. But that is where Walmart wanted to set up shop. And I think the city went as far as limiting the amount of square feet that any particular retailer could have in that spot to sort of counter that. Chicken Dough Express. There's people whose front door is right on Bathurst Street. There's a quote-unquote Ford Mustang. Not really sure what is Mustang at all about it, except the badge. I think just up here on the right is the Reg Hart Cineforum. I haven't walked past it already. There it is. I remember going in there in the late 90s. But Reg Hart is a film archivist. He's known for staging historical and contemporary films in his 40-seat theater. The one I saw back then was the Banned Cartoon Film Festival. That played some not so politically correct cartoons from the World War II era and around then. And here's a building that is up for redevelopment, but it is home to Sneaky D's, an iconic restaurant, bar, and night venue. There's a club area in the second floor. And Little Italy is just over to the left along College. I did a live stream along all of College Street on Saturday.
You must be journalist, right?
That's me. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
I met you Papa place.
Oh, do you mind being on camera or no?
Yeah.
Oh.
You said to me, oh, you have the same camera.
Oh, that was you.
Yeah.
Oh, well, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
You have a YouTube channel?
Yeah.
What's it called?
I didn't upload it, not often.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm getting used to living here.
Oh, awesome. From Japan?
Yeah, I'm from Japan.
Oh, where in Japan?
I live in many places.
Oh.
Tokyo, Hokkaido.
Oh.
Did you go Japan this?
Not yet. I've been before, but unfortunately I didn't go yet. Next year I will go.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I see your video. You went to Korea?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Korea, Thailand, Vietnam, and then I did Paris and Barcelona.
Wow.
I will go soon somewhere,
Oh, really?
but I will go to Japan after winter,
Oh,
maybe spring.
yeah, it will be fun.
Yeah.
I really enjoy watching your video.
Well, nice to meet you. I'm making video now. Okay. Take care. Hey, a friendly viewer. I had a feeling he recognized me the way he kind of slowed down behind me. That's why I kind of stopped there and spun around. I had a feeling I had met him before. Friendly viewer? Yeah, I once saw him filming with a DJI pocket camera. And I think I was like, hey, I got the same camera as you. Friendly guy? Yeah, I mentioned earlier, once I'm north of College, it's going to be more residential than not. There's King Edward Public School, junior and senior on the right. I made this walk last week on a live stream, but it was at night. And I stopped at Harvard and picked up a Krispy Kreme donut on the way. And coming up is Ulster Street. Well, this guy in front of me is managing without gloves. But you'll notice with street parking here, the cars are forced into the center lane, which is also utilized by the streetcar. If there's traffic, the streetcar can kind of crawl along. But being in the middle of a Monday afternoon, well before rush hour, that's not really an issue. But streetcar frequency is not the best on Bathurst. I waited the other day for over 20 minutes at Bathurst Station to take a streetcar south down to College. And when all was said and done, I just could have walked it. Oh, that car's got a little more than cosmetic damage. I think a lot of these houses have been chopped up into different units. There's a lot of students living around here. It's pretty close proximity to the University of Toronto. I guess we get to listen to that shopping cart bumping its way up Bathurst Street. So this is Harvard Street, And no, you are not hearing things. That thing is incredibly loud. I hope that guy turns onto Harvard Street. That Krispy Kreme I mentioned is just on the right here. There it is. I'm just going to start power walking. There's Central Tech School on the right. That school was built in 1913. And I think it's housing the students from Bloor Collegiate as that gets reconstructed at Dufferin and Bloor. There goes the streetcar. And Central Tech was featured in Good Will Hunting and the TV series Flashpoint, one of the Resident Evil movies. As well as Class of 1984 and Silent Hill. But sadly, can't really get a view of the school from here. Oh, now we can a little bit. And that church over there has been converted into the Randolph Theater. That church dates back to the 1880s, and I think it houses a 500-seat theater. And this is Lennox Street, so we're just a few blocks from Bloor now. This walk wasn't as cold or as long as I thought it might be. And that is Mervish Village on the left. That block used to be home to Honest Ed's, a iconic discount department store. It looks like the LCBO is already open. It's a liquor store. Those are not condos, but rental buildings. And to the left on Bloor here is the Koreatown neighborhood, and to the right is the Annex. This is such a great neighborhood, but it's one I've featured countless times. have to take my gloves off. Oops. Or maybe I'll just leave them on. Well, we have made it to Bathurst Station. That's where the streetcar terminates. It's the number 7 bus that goes north from here. Going to line 2 eastbound towards Kennedy. And this bakery fills the station up with a really nice aroma. All right, next train, 3 minutes. So I think that'll be that for this one.
Attention customers on line 2, Bloor forward. Trains are not stopping at Kensington due to a security incident.
So I hope you enjoyed this walk north up Bathurst Street in 1 degree weather from just south of Front all the way up to just north of Bloor at Bathurst Station. I can see the next train off in the distance. Sorry, wrangle my glove off. Let me know your thoughts and comments down below. If you wish to support the channel, there's links to my Patreon and YouTube channel membership down in the description. I have an Instagram account at Johnny Strides. And there is a super thanks button appearing below the video if you wish to say thanks that way. Anywho, I'll leave the camera running until the train rolls in, but I'll sign off now. So thank you for watching, guys. And as always, I will catch you on the next one. As we wait. And I have to pee. Will there be a westbound train rolling in before the eastbound train does? Sounds like it. This guy wonders, is that guy talking to himself? Feels like the world's slowest moving train rolling into the station.
Line 2 toward Kennedy.
Yoink.